Hey guys, it's Ada Rose. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm talking about 7 tips to dealing with toxic parents. If any of these resonate with you or are helpful, please leave a comment down below, like, share, or subscribe. Let's get into it. Number one, stop trying to make them happy. I know this is easier said than done, but honestly, you're never going to make them happy. Everything you do is either wrong or you should have done it a different way, a better way. Just stop trying to make them happy and make yourself happy. That's number one. Um, Number two, also easier said than done. Try to set and enforce boundaries. Um, this is almost always impossible, at least it has been in my case, because deep down, they don't really respect you or your boundaries. They don't understand it. They get traumatic. They get defensive if you tell them that if they're overstepping the bounds. So, the best thing I would suggest, if you can, limit as much contact as possible. In worst case scenario, you may have to cut them out altogether, because again, this is not a pattern that they even can wrap their heads around. They don't realize um, how bombarding they're being, and they can't stop it at the end of the day. Number three, um, along the same lines, just accept the fact that you can't change them. This is how they are, which is not an excuse. However, there's no use wasting your time or your energy trying to change them. Just accept that the only way for you to be happy is to make yourself happy. It's not your responsibility to please them your whole life because you're not going to anyway. Um, Number four, if you're trying to have limited contact or still want to keep them in your life, there's nothing wrong with that. That's human. But don't feel the need to tell them everything. I find the less you tell them, the more ammo you're giving them. They don't need to know everything about you, everything that's going on. They could use it against you, or worse, they'll just shut you down with negative comments, being judgmental about it. Number five, don't even try reasoning with them. Um, it's, again, the best thing to do is just to limit contact. Um, you, you don't have to engage in every argument. This is your choice. You have a choice and a right to be happy, and you don't have to engage in every single argument. Cut it off as soon as you can, and don't let them keep taking you down that path. Protect your energy. That's the most important thing. It's not worth it. Honestly, it's not worth your energy. Number six, realize and take your power back in that you don't have to be at their beck and call. You're their child, they're your parent, you're not their chauffeur, their gardener, their errand boy. Um, that's not what your relationship is. You don't have to succumb to that. Um, you have a life as well, and they need to respect that. Um, if you want to help them, by all means, do that. But you have to stop the cycle of guilt. If you don't want to do it, you don't need to feel guilty about that. It's perfectly normal. And honestly, the guilt will eat you up inside. When they're trying to manipulate you, when they don't talk to, when they talk down to you, look down on you, they're emotionally abusive, don't appreciate you. Why do you feel like you owe them anything? You don't. Just because they're your parent didn't give them a free pass to just treat you and talk to you however they want to. Treat you like garbage just because they're your mom and dad. That's not okay, and it's not normal, and we need to stop normalizing that behavior. One of the biggest things I found that helped me, I wrote a letter. I wrote a letter to my mom. I put everything in there, as if she had already passed on, or she was, or if I was going to die, that everything I wanted to get out that I had never said to her, I never had the courage to say to her, because remember, they're always crossing the boundaries. They're always line stepping, as I like to call it. And you can't say this stuff to their face because it'll be disrespectful. You'll be a horrible daughter, or a son, and you don't want that. So anything that you've never been able to tell them, and you probably will never be able to tell them to their face, write it all down, burn the letter, bury the letter, whatever feels best for you. It will help, believe me. Um, just keep in mind, no one is worth damaging your energy. We don't get to choose who our family is, who our kids are, our parents, but you do get to choose every day who you give your